Section 15, how to nurture your kids towards financial success. Now, it goes without saying, we all want the very best for our kids in terms of health, happiness, and financial success. Now, when it comes to money, kids and money, let's say they get it through birthday cards, given money, however it comes to them, it's pretty much disposable income for them to spend on whatever they wish. And most kids don't have a problem finding things to spend it on. They'll spend your money all day long given the opportunity. Now, if they do this for the first 18 to 20 years, they've set up some, you could say, bad habits because they don't know any different. Then they go into the big wide world, they start to earn their own money, and they've got this deeply ingrained habits to overcome, which is basically spending everything that comes into their possession. Now, of course, there's danger ahead if they continue to do that, but they don't know any different. So what this habit is about, or what this section about, sorry, is ingraining a habit to start instilling a very good financial blueprint from a young age. And it's very, very simple. All we do is give them two piggy banks, two money boxes, two piggy banks, and start to ingrain the right financial blueprint by getting them to put money away from a very young age, or from whatever age you feel they should be doing this. Okay, now we're going to keep it very, very simple. Two money boxes. The rules are that every bit of money that comes their way, they've got to divide it between the two. Now, we place two labels on these. One is save, and the other is spend. Now, something I've talked about in many of the videos is the richest man in Babylon principle, where you take a percentage of all you earn and put it to one side to grow into more money. Now, because kids have everything that comes through their hands is disposable income, it's very easy to pick that percentage, whether 10%, 20%, 50%. Okay, now it's teaching them the value of, or the wealth potential if they start to put money away, and it's going to make them rich. Now, we're not trying to teach greed here. Using the word rich, keep it simple so they understand that this exercise, this habit, will make them rich in the future if they learn it now and stick with it. So what we do, we've got a save and a spend. Save is money seeds. We're saving it to reinvest, to create money, money trees, pipelines in the future. Spend means they can do whatever they want. Now, we split this percentage wise. What I would suggest, you'll see this in the written pack Asha's done, spend perhaps 80%, save 20%. Okay, so for every pound that they receive, 80 pence would go in the spend, 20% in the save. So yeah, the bulk of it they can blow it and spend it on whatever they want, have fun. 20% is going to be invested. They can't touch this, it's to be reinvested. Now, what I'm suggesting is you put labels on the money boxes. You'll see them in the section. The first one under the savings, it's labelled, I save 20% of all my income as I know this habit will make me rich. Under the spending, right, I am free to spend 8% of my income however I like. Okay, so the bulk of it, they can, like kids, can just freely spend it and enjoy it. On the save, it's there to get them building that habit and that financial blueprint from a very, very young age. Now, we've talked about one of these every week for 40 years through the right advice, right sort of products, turns into $1 million. Now, on the average lifetime as things stand in 2022, let's say somebody earns 25,000, does that for 40 years, that's $1 million going through the fingertips. 10% is 100,000, 20% is 200,000. Okay, that forget inflation for the time being. Now 100,000, 200,000 little money trees planted as you go turns into an absolute fortune. You don't actually have to earn a lot of money to create this fortune as long as you're doing it. Now you get your kids doing this so they understand it, so when they come to earn in the real world, they're naturally doing this because they understand it and it's a deeply ingrained habit. The world is their oyster financially long term. They won't have to earn a lot of money. They could even take what you would class as menial jobs because they've got that financial blueprint, that habit of just planting seeds. Now, let's say they earn that 25,000. Over time, all those seeds are nurturing and growing through compounding, through leverage, and that can turn into hundreds of thousands, millions, without having to ever earn big amounts of money because it's so deeply ingrained. Okay, this is purely for pretty much everything we've been teaching you with the financial blueprint on growing money for your future. This is building that from a very young age with a very, very simple method. Okay, 2 money boxes, it's fun. And we use the word rich to inspire kids because we don't want to get too technical because it'll switch off. You start using things like dividends and interest. Okay, now you'll see in the written section there's a few extra things to help nurture your kids towards the right mindset to build the financial blueprint. In terms of education helping nurture them, this is one of the best things you can do for them because whether we like it or not, we can't live without money. Society is organised where we need money to exist, so getting the best out of it is a very, very good foundation and it's a wonderful gift that you can give your children, and it couldn't be simpler than that. What a great way to ingrain the habit. Okay, very simple. If you have kids, please get them doing this. It will make a huge difference to their future. Okay, that's the end of section 15. I'll see you next on the video on section 16.